Looks like we have an imminent tornado near Chauncey. Surprised this one hasn't produced one near Yale. This one has been updated, and that might be one if there's a correlation to the. There's none. And it's on the backside of a bunch of hail. So you're not going to get a very good look at that one. Oh, it's going through a bunch of hail. But you have a classic supercell structure, so should have an imminent one near Chauncey. I can actually bring up something that overlays the chasers on it as well. Let's see. This should be updated. Yes, there it is. Yeah, there's plenty out there right now. Oop, confirmed tornado near Chauncey. This is PDS as well. Yes, it is. I guess it's right in here. So we have our first confirmed one of the day near Chauncey. Yeah, first confirmed one so far today. That one's gonna look. Oh wow. We have 70 plus DBZ in this hailstorm to the north near Yale. Giant hail up in here. It's probably larger than that as well. Yeah. And that's all going through the hail. Alright. Just classic supercell structure. Yep. Let's see. Does it appear? Yes, it does. It's appearing in the CCs. So, the tornado is right here. Surprised one near Yale hasn't done it yet. But the communities that are going to be affected are Flat Rock to Robinson to Palestine and to Indiana. That's interesting. It's not appearing in the CCs anymore. Oop, there might be one up in here. No, it's dry air. It's going through so much hail. We'll have to check the KDP. No, nothing there. The ZDR. There's a little bit of a ZDR arc. Also on this one as well. Yeah, right, going right into it. Annapolis, you're in the likely can be added to this tornado warning. Martinsville, Clark Center, Marshall, and Darwin. You're also in a tornado warning. Is that being updated as debris? Because that'd be right there. That's exactly where it would be. I think it's over open field. Yeah. You're about to see it a little better coming up due to these trees. These trees right in here. Oh wait, it's February. I'm not gonna see them. so we still have this confirmed tornado. 1.5-inch hail as well. Ping pong ball on the one north. Probably larger. Yeah, it's way larger. Yeah, 2.5. It's a little further north. It's up in here. Luckily, this is over open field right now. Annapolis, you're gonna be thrown into this new tornado warning that they're about to issue. As, that at least needs a severe thunderstorm warning minimum. Alright, let's see. Is CC gonna catch up? No. That one may be down in here as well. Well, it's confirmed, but thankfully there's no debris signature on it. But this looks like it's going to be a strong tornado. I mean, just look at this inflow. I mean, you can just see it going in. This could be a dangerous tornado later on. It's already up to 2.5-inch as well. Well, that's a good sign. It's losing a little bit of structure, but it's definitely still a threat, very much so. Thankfully, still over open fields. That's also why it's really hard to see right now. Annapolis should be getting ready for the incoming storm. Alright. Check that. Oh my gosh, that thing is so low topped. Really? Oh my lord. That's almost non-existent. Maybe it's because of smoothing? Yeah, that's because of smoothing. I was about to say, those stops don't exist. Alright. Flat Rock should be getting ready for this tornado coming in soon. It is on a path to miss just north, but that doesn't mean anything. They do like to curve a little bit. Can we see it in the CC? I think that's it in the CC right there. That's it in the CC, yep. Once this updates. Yeah. That would be kind of weird though. This is coming up. Yep, it's right there. So, does look like there's some damage happening with it. Granted, that's right at the edge of the hail. There hasn't been any updates on this yet. We'll see if it continues like that. Still over open fields. I could have hit maybe this house or this one. Otherwise, there's not a lot. Or this one. There's not a lot to hit out here, which is the good thing. Problem is, it's going into an area where it can hit stuff. Let's see. Oh, there they go. They did issue the new tornado warning, including Annapolis, West York, and West Union. The tornado side looks to be on the southern end of this warning, with very large hail on the northern part. They might issue a new tornado warning near Bogota at some point, to Newton in the near future as well. It's based on that velocity. This one's starting to get super large hail as well. The only good thing about this very high rainfall rate, oh, that's definitely there. That's definitely there. Yeah, there's damage happening. They did update the warning. Still confirmed. Where was it? Same spot. But that's obviously a tornado right there. I was about to say, good thing about 70 such a high reflectivity is usually they not very good tornado producers, because the hail usually chokes it out with super cold air. But that doesn't seem to be the issue here. Let's see. That probably should at some point. But we still have this ongoing tornado, thankfully in an open field, but starting to run out of room for that. Alrighty then. This still down. This. Oh, they issued a new one for Palestine, Robinson, and Flat Rock again. It is confirmed. This is a PDS warning for this tornado. Oh, it's moved up here now. Yeah, she is doing damage right now. That's probably right in here. We have damage being done. They did update it to a PDS warning. Yeah, she's not very happy right now. They still have tornado warnings for Annapolis. I'm surprised this one's not producing, but it's gonna be hard to view going through all that hail. probably gonna drop this one up near Clark Center, but they still have it running. Yeah. I think this one's just north of the warm front. And you have these two back in here. Oh, it's back in here. Don't look as good, so we'll focus on this PDS tornado warning. As it continues its rampage, thankfully through open fields right now. Let's see. I think we're starting to get a debris ball going right now. Let's see, that would be right there. It's gonna be updated here soon. Okay, it didn't update. That's fun. It's right here. It's at the southern end of this. Problem is there's a lot of hail involved. Surprised this one hasn't done anything yet. Well, that is starting to look a little more linear and more undercut. Still this one right here. Those are just getting going. Here. Oh, there's a new surging area just to the east as well. Some new surging inflow. That would be right here. Yeah, surging right into it. I think that may have been... may have lifted. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it lifted. But it looks like it's starting to cycle on the east side. Which should be enough to push it back to a tornado on the ground situation. So Palestine, and that's about it before it enters Indiana. Alright, updated. Be up in here. New area. Let's see. Has it developed any sort of top? A very low top storm. Let's see. Does that have any correlation? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not it. That's dry air. Yeah, it looks like it lifted briefly. Looks like it may have lifted. But it's showing signs that it's going to try putting down another tornado. Now it's become a giant mess. Which is actually good because it might choke itself off. No longer be able to produce tornadoes. Oop, there we go. Let's see. is a good sign. See anything with CC? No, nothing. I believe Flat Rock is in the clear. Palestine, you are not. Oh, they did issue a confirmed tornado warning, including Cars Isle. So I'm gonna have to go update that. There we go. So we have a new confirmed tornado warning for Indiana. So they're extending this. Up in there. Although that is a good sign. That is dry air from the previous. And looks like that was a failed attempt. And looks like it's gonna try again further east again. You can see all the inflow going in. It goes up and around. We'll have to Annapolis, you are currently under a tornado warning. West York and Hudson, you're also in the tornado warning. Most likely the area for the tornado. Marshall, Clark Center, you're most in the clear. Darwin, you're under the gun. What is this? Another minute for an update. Let's see, that's 42, and that is 73. So these are closer here. Probably, yeah, they're gonna. The one near Newton is probably gonna be the next one to be tornado warning. I'm watching that one near Newton very closely. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to do that. File. There we go. Let's grab the. Where is it? Where are they? Nope, that's not it. Trying to find it right now. Okay, then. There we go. Hopefully. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Getting to throw that in. Good news is, it looked like it was losing a little bit of structure, and then the east end started to surge again. The one to the north, I think, is undercut near West York. There is still a tornado threat. Looks to be diminishing. That one's got a little messy out near Newton. We'll have to see if it's able to there we go. You can see all the chasers nearby. Was that? Should have also been the alerts. Oh, it is the wrong one. Oh, they dropped the confirmed tornado warning. Which technically makes sense, but probably gonna have to reissue the confirmed one here soon. They did extend this tornado warning up north. With that weird structure. Let's see where everybody's hanging out at. Wrong one. Boom, boom, boom. What? There we go. Really? No reports? Oh, there's one. Drone. What? Who is that? It was Chris Hall. That would have been all the way down here. Something tells me. Did they even have a view of it? This was. It was all the way back here. How far is that? That should not be. Even with a 14. Unless they had a massive zoom on the thing. Yeah, and this is what sucks about this area. There's one bridge across near Hudsonville. Otherwise, you have to go all the way down to Vincennes. There's. Oh, there is one more. That's a rail line, isn't it? No, that's a road. Is the road a bridge out or something? All right. Looks like it's gearing up for another tornado attempt. They did reissue it. So Flat Rock is in the clear. It would have to be right here. That is not producing a tornado. I do not see any indications of a tornado currently with the southern one. But it's not going to take much for it to have a tornado. As it has a very classic structure. And looks like it's gearing up for a new one as well. You can check the ZDR on that. There's a little bit of an arc on it. It's about to cross the river. Palestine is getting battered by hail right now. Yeah, you're looking good as well. That was either. That was about an hour ago. Jeez. Alright. So. Looks like it's trying to gear up for a new tornado. So we'll have to see if they can actually pull that one off. Jeez. think it might gear up for a new one. Oh, this one to the north, completely undercut. Best chance of a tornado is actually back in here, near Marshall, on that northern one. West York, you're under the gun. Okay, this one's probably not even... Oh, it's probably not even surface-based anymore. Looks like it's gonna be over into Indiana for the new tornado. It was not located over Flat Rock. It was north of it. Like, quite a bit north of it. What's the door motion? Because this seems relatively slow. That's 40? And it's not 40. How long ago was that? That was 10. Okay, maybe it is 40. Nope, confirmed tornado near West York at 4:38 northwest of Hudsonville. Near Annapolis. That thing isn't what? Where? That's the only area, but that's in dry air. Unless it's this. I mean, that's your best option for a tornado, but that's deep in the hill core. I'm not buying that northern one. Let's see. Maybe I'll get a better look from over here. No. No. It just says look south. Okay. Oh, this is one near Palestine, Illinois. Is really gearing up, looking very classic. Who is reporting a tornado there? Like where? This is the best area, and that's not exactly the best. Yeah, there's no indication there's a tornado on that one. That is looking hill-based. Okay. So that's a good sign. Check. That's a little bit good, but that's a lot of inflow. I don't think they can extend that confirmed one up. Oh, really? We're continuing with that one? Oh, wow. Imminent tornado. Oh, that's elevated a little bit. Near contract. Not gonna get anything good out of that one. That one has a chance at an imminent tornado near contract Quincy to Cloverdale, Indiana. Oh, that's fog. That's north of the boundary. but that was at 11 a.m. I think the boundary's north of there. Yeah. I'm gonna need a photo of this one to the northern confirmed tornado warning. This one looks like it's just gonna do it no matter what. Does actually got some tops to it now. The middle ones has nothing. The one out near Willow Hill still struggling a little bit. Let's go like this. Go update this. Boom. Don't want to do that one. I could update that as well. Just update it. There we go. That one's updated as well. Let's do that and that. There we go. Let's see. Hopefully. Got this. Did they extend it? No, it's obviously not. Oh, wall cloud report just came in. Northeast. That's not a wall cloud. Oh, Illinois. Okay. North. Oh, tornado. Oh, that's the old one. Northeast. West. Jeez. That's not a great way to do that. And then they said northeast. Okay. That's probably the infill screaming in. I don't know how they have that confirmed. We are watching this one year tracked as well. So that looks classic as it's just a classic looking supercell, but it might be north of the boundary. I would have to bring up I think it is north of the boundary. Need a better one than that. I think it is just north. It's either that or it's sitting on it. It's probably just sitting straight on that boundary. Alright. Don't know what happened with this confirmed one up here. But Fairbanks, you're under the gun right now. Pimento, you're under the gun as well as Terre Haute. This one's really gearing up for a strong tornado. This is some very intense inflow coming in. And with that class 6 structure, do you want to see if something in the back pushing it though? see. That's definitely north of the boundary somehow. I think it hit the boundary and it's north of it now. Yeah, this thing is really gearing up for a massive tornado right now. Oh boy. Okay. Surprise, more is not being reported. It is. It did downgrade it to non-confirmed and remove the PDS. There's still the confirmed one, as that looks like it's about to become confirmed at any moment. Still the one up near Crockett that's oh my, that thing better be north of the boundary. That's looking dangerous. They're probably going to issue a tornado warning on that any minute now. Let's see, this one has a very strong inflow. And the hail ramped up again. Surprised it hasn't produced another one. Let's see. Don't know where that confirmed one was at. Up here. Right, the tops. She still has the tops. This one near Fairbanks has lost most of its stopping. That does not look great. Good news is it doesn't look that organized in the mid-levels. I mean, that one just has a straight B word. Wow, that's a classic. Absolute classic. That's this. This is showing all the signs of I'm about to produce a monster tornado. Let's see. Does it look good? Oh, they did reissue the confirmed one. And near Sullivan. So Duggar, Linton, you're under the gun. Likely new tornado is being produced right now. For tornadoes, New Sullivan. Where would that be? It's over open field right now. Oh my lord. That's just gonna produce something big. It's all lined up right now. Ugh. What would it be down here? That would be your only chance right now. There's no clear indication of a tornado there. Yeah, can't believe that doesn't have a tornado warning on it. And that's why it's starting to die out, and I believe is north of the boundary. Just look at all that inflow. The hail spiked up again. One up near Fairbanks is done for. There is a bookend vortex tornado potential with the one near Pimento. In here. Basically on that yellow circle thing. But the main threat is down here with this confirmed one near Duggar and Bucktown. What's up, Dixon? We currently have a tornado ongoing near Calzile, based on reports from the NWS. And radar is showing that at some point it's probably going to be a strong tornado. There's a lot of info going into it right now. This one up near Quincy and Track lost a lot of its structure. For some reason they still have a confirmed one up near West Union for some reason. Which would be this area. But I don't see it. Ugh. That's not good. It's in a folding area. Good news is it doesn't have a CC drop, as this is all dry air. So, at least it's over open fields. Like there's nothing to hit out here. It is moving towards a quarry. And the next town would be Linton, Duggar, and Bucktown. And a lot of the chasers are out of position right now due to the road network being terrible out in this area. It's pretty classic looking as well. Alright, if there is one, it would be right here. And that's right here, I think. Some of that is. I'd have to check when that was taken in. There's a little bit of hail issues coming in. Just absolute classic looking though. Does it still have the tops? It does. This northern one barely exists. Let's see. Problem is it's in a range folding area right now. Range folding right on top of the velocity area. But you can still see that inflow pumping in. 7. There has been no new reports, but I think everybody's not in position. The next person who would be out near Duggar. All might be able to get in position, but storm motion's relatively fast. It did drop the confirmed one north. They still have it. I think they still have it for this bookend area up in here. But that area is dying off, so that's a good sign. Did they just issue this? Yes, they did. There's a wall cloud on the one out near Oblong, but I think that one's dying off. Still have a very strong area of inflow going into this one. have a confirmed one here. Problem is it doesn't overlap very well with the velocity. I guess it would be up in here, the northern one. And I think the one near Fairbanks is done for. Does that one still look good from Minneapolis? No, that one's lost all its good structure. This one's starting to become clouded. And can't use that one because it goes through all the hail. There's a couple other supercells developing as well out near Mount Vernon. It's 2253. That was just reported. Let's check the DDR. See if there's an arc. There should be a little bit. Not as good as earlier. Do have people dropping into position right now. So we should find out pretty soon if there's a confirmed tornado on it still. Gonna be locked in like here or something. Although that's not a good sign. I think an inflow area is starting to get dragged in. It's 40 plus knots. Right, that's just the inflow going in. Let's see. Anyone? Oh, new tornado warning near Mount Vernon as well. That's would be the best one. They just know that is the best one. So new tornado near Dix. This one is looking like it's about to put down a pretty nice looking tornado up near Duggar and Linton. They're probably going to drop these two warnings to the north. That one's lost a lot of its structure, and you have a new one near Woodlawn. I don't know why they left that one in there. Let's see. Still has the tops? Yes, it does. Anything else, CC? You're not gonna get too much on it. Ooh. I think that yes, that does. Let's see, was that dry recently? Yeah, that was recently dry air. So it might overlap with that. When was this? Oh, it's about to update anyways. 503. 505. That was dry air. Well, it does make sense since it shouldn't be doing that. That one here is looking quite suspicious. Trying to navigate through this hail is annoying. Because it looks like it should be producing something big. The only issue is the thick RFD coming down with it. They did issue a tornado warning on this one near Woodlawn, which doesn't have a top to it yet. That's not helpful. Still has a lot of inflow. they did update the warning here. It was same area. Was that Sullivan? Pretty sure that's Sullivan. Let's see. It should be near Bucktown. And the quarry to the north. Looks like Linton is in the direct pathing of this tornado. Oh, they dropped the tornado warning near Mount Vernon, I think. No, they did not. I was about to say, that one at least makes sense. Tons of inflow, just not organizing it enough. We do have people approaching. Where did Hall go? Oh, he's way south. That makes sense. Get to the highway. It doesn't have any of the characteristics we look for, except for the rotation on it. That is getting pretty late there. It would definitely be near decks. We're not gonna issue on those just yet. Nothing there. Does CC provide any? No, just tells you there's a lot of hail. Looks like they had to drop out of position. There's people in position, both north and south. Linton is almost in the inflow area for this tornado. Might go a little north, but it's too close to call. We'll have to see if we can do anything there. Oh, they did reissue it for this northern bookend area. So Terre Haute to Seadyville to Riley to Corey to Center Point. That one's still not organized enough. Check Echo Tops. Ooh. It's losing a little bit of the topping. Still has a massive inflow area. There's definitely something wrong with the environment if this is not a tornado producing machine. Should be able to get a lot more out of this thing with that much inflow. It would be better from here, actually. Yeah, it's right here. And this has lost a lot of its structure. And that one out west died off. Check ZDN. There's a little bit of a... It's not as good as I want to see. Does this one still have that massive beaver on it? No. It used to have a really wild beaver on it. Starting to see one on this radar as well. Maybe check higher. Now it fills it in right away. Don't think the hail. Oh, the hail's surging back up again. Meaning it's likely trying to produce again, because that's what has happened every single time before. You still also have this bookend area north. I think they did extend the tornado warning near Dix to Cal as well. Probably gonna have to drop the. I guess not. Yeah, she got the 70 area again. That's gonna look amazing in photos. If it looks anything like this radar image. Does CC have anything? CC has a hole, but that's obviously the center of the beaver. That's also where you expect some sort of tornado to be. That's gonna be a little noodle out of nowhere. Midland, Jasonville, Linton, you're under the gun right now. About to be in the inflow area. Does this have a tornado possible on it? No. I believe it's north of the boundary. This thing right here is riding it. It's the northern part. Let's see. The ZDR says no good. Dang it. Surprised there's not an updated. Oh, there it is. Of course. Second you mention it. They did update the warning. It includes Woodville, Worthington, never mind, and Freedom, and Bloomfield. Looks like it might stay just north of Linden, but that's still in a populated area. Still got that supercell structure to it. One Air Dix is also having that supercell structure. That one doesn't. That one might have enough for a warning. That one north. Don't know how they still have this one going near Pimento. Alright. If there would be, it would be just north of town. Still has that nice inflow area, so could produce one at any moment. Any moment it chooses. Yeah. That's actually a really good idea there. Unfortunately, this is starting to go into more of a populated area. Thankfully, it doesn't look as good as it did earlier. That was because it was closer to the radar. They did issue a severe thirst warning on that. Guessing Tor possible? Yeah. Oh no. Golf ball size hail. Oop. Was that ping pong ball? Walnut. think that was during one of its cyclings. Yes, it was during one of the nasty hail areas. So that's telling me covered hail up to 1 inch diameter. That's actually pretty impressive. Looks like it's starting to gear up for a new tornado again, north of Linton. As it's about to go into the middle of nowhere. So it looks like it might skip the town. Let's see. Who's doing nulls like that? Come on, man. Stuff that one down there. That's a bunch of people's info. Riley might be under the gun for a new tornado. This bookend area. Oh, that bookend area's died off. Pretty substantially. Looks like there's an attempt in there. I'll have to see it if it does anything. Let's check tops. That has almost nothing. That one looked to have improved quite a bit. Yeah. Probably starting to interact with the boundary, the warm front. That one makes a lot of sense. And recent update makes it look worse. That is 2.5 inch hail. Thankfully, I think that's going to go north of the town. So I think Linton dodged a bullet there. Wow, it's being picked up by the by that radar. One's about to probably be dropped. I'm gonna update it to severe thunderstorm warning or something. And this one right here. Let's see. Alright. They still continue this bookend vortex area up to the north as well. So we're starting to fade away. Nothing new on it. That is the closest radar. Same thing from over there. We might get a random land spout near Liberty. That's my guess is what's going to happen there. I mean, look at this terrain right behind it. Everybody's getting slowed down by all the hail on the road. That's obviously what's happening there. Hail's causing issues on the roads. And that one's probably losing its edge. Even the inflo's starting to wane quite a bit. Let's see. New update. There's no new update. It's not as good looking as earlier. Why was there blowing sand or dust? Oh, funnel cloud. Funnel cloud out near Linton. Probably with this right here. No, I'm gonna be back in there. Storm isn't exactly well suited. Still have that one out near Dix in Mount Vernon. One here almost starting to look interesting. aka the area that's already seen a bunch of stuff. Alright, don't see any updates on this. There we go. Let's see. Nothing is being reported about it, which is a good thing, I guess. Based on what I'm seeing, looks like it's very well messy. Yeah, that's this is near Terre Haute. Bookend vortexes that causing issues. If this can come together right, I might have to issue a tornado warning on it. They're probably gonna issue one on this one, or at least updated. Storms are pulsing pretty heavily right now. Are you closer? Yes, but you're going through hail. You're 60, yeah. It's almost better to be there than it is to check the. It's not as good looking over there. About ready to have a random land spot out there. This is looking through hail. I'd rather have double the distance than look through hail. Look at everybody. Multiple on the scene area, around the scene. No new updates. There we go. There is still some inflow going in, so it might try to recycle here. They're probably going to drop that one near there, and probably Ryoshi one near Shrubber and Vendela. Delia. Oh yeah, she's gearing up again. Probably gonna drop that morning here soon. They're not gonna issue that one unless it's from the she ramped up the hail big time. Geez, 3.5-inch hail. Destructive hail near Worthington. Let's see. Was it back there? I think this is an accurate hail measurement as well. Yes, these hail measurements are accurate. Very accurate at this point. So 3.5-inch hail, so destructive hail is happening. Oh, cool, they're overlapping. Right, just the right angle. Destructive hail is going into Worthington right now. What's the VIL? It should be off the charts. Yes, it is. Maxed out. Could have one out near Elma, and that one's weakened quite a bit. Is that a new one? No, that one's old. Went off in the middle of nowhere. Looks like there is destructive hail. Yeah, absolute destructive hail. Near Worthington. Ping pong ball. It's gonna be larger than that. It's approaching softballs. This is the largest hail I've seen on the storm today. Usually it bounced between 2.25 and 2.5 during their surges. This northern morning is all but done for. Bloomington, Indiana is under the gun here actually. Oh, that could be an insane event. I think it's still 2-inch on that end. So that might be a little bit of a yay moment, but I don't think so. I didn't think Chris would just do that unless he's going after the hail. He might. It is dark over there. So actually going after this hail might be reasonable. Especially with just going out in the middle of nowhere. Let's see, nothing over there, nothing over there. Checking out some other stuff right now. Ooh, coverage is not as good as the models had it. Well, that one looking to be off-centered near Alma, Illinois. I can drop the confirm label. Finally. There we go. Dropped her. Watch there be one in like Iowa or something, or West Virginia. That is not going to get tornado warned. Dang it. There's such large hail happening that you can't really do much about it. Pretty sure he's going after the hail on that one. Let's see. That one's starting to get a little bit of structure. The one near Alma's looks to be dying off. Might get a random land spot out of that. If you're lucky. And the one near Worthington is producing destructive hail, and the inflow is surging again. I think temperatures have dropped off enough where these should just be monster hailers. Oh, new tornado warning near Brooklyn. Oh boy. This is close to Indianapolis. Let's check the short range ones. Don't see it on the short range. It would have to be all the way up in here. Maybe that, but that's not where you're gonna see a tornado. Okay, finally, 2.5. That might be more reasonable, but so we have multiple tornado warnings going on. I think that may have been auto-issued from this area right here. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It's this area up in here. This inflow area is causing issues, just like it is down here. Massive amounts of inflow coming in. Oof. Alright. Is that, is still causing issues? No, it's gone. Please don't tell me you have... Okay, you do not. There are starting to issue large severe thunderstorm warnings. That is getting a nice little hook on it. Problem is the velocities aren't matching very well. Let's see. 2.5. Still have a little bit of an inflow. What caused that surge though? 3.5 was that one. That surge right there. So this new one should bring the hail size down quite a bit. New tornado warning for Brooklyn and Bethany. I think you guys are already under the gun. And then it goes out into the fields. It's definitely due to wherever this is. I think that's the inflow area. I think that's a very intense inflow area. It's for this area. Nothing can be done on those two, except from here. That one's actually like the best all night. When you're almost dying off. And this one might have become elevated. They did reissue a tornado warning for Bloomington and Whitehall. This storm might have destructive hail as well. The one near Bloomington is dying off. Be up in there. Also maybe up in here near Bethany and Brooklyn. Bloomington could get smacked by a massive hailstorm. Yeah, that's what it's looking like is gonna happen. At the minimum, a massive hailstorm. Might go a little north, but year of rotation is new tornado warning in Illinois for this one near Schroeder to St. Peter's to Feria to the Charles to St. James. This one has not updated its hail marker in a while. There we go. It's down to 2. That's already going through a hailstorm. Still at 3 from the southern area. New area of rotation is developing. New inflow area. And then you have these two. Near Mount Vernon. Don't know why you warned it there. On that end. I can see why they warned it, I just don't see why you waited so long. New Severe Thursday morning, probably for Torpassa as well. Yes. And that would be up in here. Is that the same area? No, that's a different one. I'm gonna be right in here. Right on top of a bunch of houses, so we'll know very quickly if that's a tornado or not. Yeah, new area of inflow is developed. Right here. That might be enough to make it a tornado again. And you have multiple in Illinois. They're about to drop this one near nowhere, near Kell. There is a tornado warning approaching Indianapolis. And the problem is the area of interest is the area of interest. Short range radar isn't really helping. So it'd be up in here. And that one hasn't been very helpful, as there's a bunch of range holding happening. Yeah, new area of rotation. That's TDS. That doesn't exist. Major area of inflow developing. Problem is, that's a very, very bad spot for it to develop. Let's see. Do everything all updated? Yes. What? What is happening there? Bum. What? Okay, just gonna do that then. And there we go. Manic. Oops. And files. Desktop. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. I just needed to get it a little smaller. There we go. Don't know why that's missing. Ooh, major area of rotation is developing. That is headed straight for Bloomington. We could have a disaster developing on our hands near Bloomington, Indiana. There is this area right up in here that's an issue. This is looking dangerous. I'll have to check a couple higher tilts. There's a little bit of a beaver happening. There is. Yeah, that is not a good sign. Especially going into a city like Bloomington. Tornado warning still for St. James and St. Peter's. Have a developing situation out near Bloomington, Indiana, though. This is not what you want to see. Major inflow spike. Boy. And all the chasers are either logged off or a lot of them are going back due to being nighttime. That is not what you want to see. And it's not a hail thing either. Which is annoying because you'd be able to see it from this angle. It does have some pretty nice tops to it as well. For today. Alright, Bloomington. You're under the gun. At minimum, you're going to see a very large hail. At least walnuts or greater will likely come through the city. That is such a mess. It's just a mess. Alright. Good news is that's weakened quite a bit. Never mind. The second I said that, instantly shows why you need to be concerned there. Good news is the hail's starting to come down. Problem is that's only from one angle. It is from both angles. Interesting. The VIL dropped off the face of the earth as well. So that's the only good thing, is the hail threat might not be there or as severe. But the tornado threat's obviously a major issue right now with that structure on radar. Major issues are inbound. They're probably going to drop this morning up near St. Peter's and St. James. Did you drop a tornado yet? A random land spout. No. Oof. That is not what you want to see. Hopefully get some better. They're the same. Which isn't good, because this one should be looking through hail. Which could be thrown away, but it's in the same exact spot as the other one, and that one's not having any hail issues. Good news is, I don't think it's down, but that can change in an instant. And these aren't going to produce anything. It's too late in the day. This one has the best shot. That's a little better, a little more muddied. Problem is, it's still looking good. That's still pretty nasty looking. Let's see. Whitehall, you're about to be smacked by some hail. Bloomington, you're under the gun for a lot of hail. Is that from the new one? No. That's from the new one. And that's 1.5, yeah. So about Walnuts. Any others? I guess. No, there's literally none. Oh, there's this one. And that looks ugly as all. I'm not gonna get anything out of that. Ooh, a wall cloud was just reported. Yeah, that was just reported. Interesting. Multiple trees down. And that's why you don't go off-road. Oh, that was right where the tornado should have happened. Yeah, they're watching that thing just randomly throw out wall clouds and stuff. Okay, Bloomington. Better something goes wrong here. Because that's going to be a large hail event, minimum. I hope that gets choked off somehow. Problem is, I don't see it happening. And they did drop the tornado warning near Indianapolis. So close to the radar, you can't make sense out of what's happening. Well, it's gonna be super annoying. Let's check VILs. If they're in the hail, they are not anywhere near the hail. I think it lost a lot of height as well. Yeah, it did. What? That's an older image. Yeah, well, he's stuck behind trees now, isn't he? That is starting to take on a classic supercell structure. You have the main core and then the offshoot to the left. That is... both angles are showing that. Oh boy. Something needs to go wrong here soon. Problem is, it looks like everything's going right for the storm. Here you have... somebody did a null one. Check tops. Let's check ZDR because that thing's gonna be off the charts, isn't it? That doesn't look that great. Maybe from this angle. That angle, there's nothing there. Okay, that is a dangerous looking approaching. It's very dangerous. Good news is the hail might not exactly be that big. Problem is, puts you more in line with the tornado threat. Oof. Still have tornado warnings in both. Can't believe that. It's 1 inch hail from that one, so that's a good sign. That's a major drop off in hail. Problem is there's a bunch of inflow on the thing. I think there's might be a beaver. Oh, there was one earlier. No, it's not as defined. Yeah, there is a beaver on the radar. It's just not very defined. Yeah, there it is. That's more defined. Problem is it's a very large beaver. Let's see. Out here, there's nothing. Nothing. Pretty sure this one produced. They did not produce random and spouts. Snow and grapple. Good news is the hail dropped off significantly. Bad news is there's a lot of rotation with that thing. And I mean a lot. Thankfully it's not organized enough, but that with that much rotation that can change in an instant. Whew. A confirmed tornado. There we go. We have a confirmed tornado going into Bloomington, Indiana. That is not what you want to see. Alright, Bloomington. Looks like we do have a tornado happening, which is not what you want to see with that much inflow. Oh, of course, there it is. Ooh. That would be right there. Good news is, can't confirm it right now, based on radar. There's the Banshee. That is going right into Bloomington. Let's go like that. There we go. Yeah, looks like time ran out. Just gotta hope it's a weak, short-lived one. They issued a new warning on this one near St. Peter's. You're not gonna get much from that one. That was just straight into the middle of town. Oh yeah, there she goes. Yeah, I'll let her rip right into town. Good news is, there's not a lot on the CCs. Problem is, it's in the middle of nowhere. Bad news is, it's about to not be in the middle of nowhere. It's going through the airport right now. Nice little structure there. Would it be picked up from here? Yeah. Jeez. Problem is, it's in the range folding area. Ooh, there's a nasty little one right there. Okay, there's definitely a tornado happening. Looks like it's going to go through the northern part of Bloomington if it stays on its current course. But that's still very much through downtown. They're probably going to update to a PDS once some debris gets picked up. A very nasty looking storm right now. Remember, it's also dark there, so there's going to be some major issues there. Let's see. Alright, that is a problem. Massive problem. Good news is, there's not a lot of correlation coefficient on it. It is going to be rain wrapped, so you will not see this at all. Ouch. Oof. I've seen tornadoes. Oh, Jesus. That is, I think they're going to update it to PDS here really soon. That is a dangerous, dangerous tornado going into Bloomington right now. If you're in Bloomington, get underground. Interior room, bathroom. Get something above your head. That is dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Definitely let her rip right on top of town. Jeez. Didn't include Bloomington. There we go. This is PDS? Yes, this is a PDS. This is a PDS tornado warning for Bloomington. This is a very dangerous tornado. Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Oh, how does this not have a CC drop on it? It's beyond me. I know you might be looking through some hail, but that is dangerous. That is gonna cause major issues. That's gonna cause some issues. Oh boy. Surprised there's no CC on it just yet. Like, there it is. It is causing damage right now. I think this is open fields as well. That's the airport being hit. There it is. Looks like it's gonna be on the northern side of Bloomington. I spelled that wrong. Whoopsies. Yeah, leave it. Alright. Very dangerous looking tornado right now. And it is completely rain wrapped, so you will not see this one bit. Nothing new over there. Gonna have to focus on the Bloomington tornado as it's about to go into a very populated area. If we see a spike in the CC, they're probably gonna issue a not exactly a Tori potential just yet, but you're probably gonna see a major drop in the very dangerous tornado right now. This is a very dangerous situation, especially with where it's headed. 20 minutes north or south. Yeah, okay, good. That's a little bit of good news. A little bit of weakening on that last scan. Problem is it's up here. So it's going to be mostly northern side of Bloomington. The only good news is the hail is down quite a bit. Problem is that's very dangerous looking. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. No immediate drop in the correlation coefficient. That should have been an issue. So they might be able to get away with this one. That is not what you want to see going into a major town like that. Oh, it looks like it may have briefly weakened. Problem is it can ramp up very, very fast, just like it did earlier. Okay, so CC drop is no more, which is good. That was looking like a disaster. Oof. That's usually what you see right before a big disastrous tornado, where they just ramp up right as they're entering. That's exactly what this tried to do. Thankfully, it has weakened quite a bit. Oh, good. That is a very good sign. Looks like it's weakened quite a bit. It may not even be on the ground anymore. That got intense very quickly. Luckily, it was over mostly open fields when it was super intense. And right in here, just the intensity. Yeah, you can even see it in the debris signature there. Just very intense, and then nothing. So that's some good news for Bloomington. That was gearing up to be a mess. It might still be on the ground, just a lot weaker. Nice. 20 miles, 20 minutes would be, depending on the road. Let's check tops. There must be a really nice lightning show going on. Thankfully, the tornado doesn't have the extreme characteristics that it had earlier, which is good, as it's going through the town right now. Because that should have been bad. Might still be there. Right in here. No. That one makes sense. It would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it'd be up in here. Okay, looks like the storm has thankfully dissipated quite a bit. That was a very dangerous situation. That was averted. There still might be a tornado in there, but it is nowhere near as strong as it used to be. Oof, that could have gone very badly. Well, it looks like there might be an area in the center of town that's starting to develop. But I don't think it's going to be able to... It should be out of town by the time it really gears up. I don't think it has the tops that it used to. Yeah, it doesn't. Oof. That escalated quickly. Right, I can go check this one out as well. These two are competing, so they're probably not going to do anything. Yeah, right there. Thankfully, it doesn't have any of the characteristics it had right before it did that. You could tell right away something bad was going to happen. Thankfully, it missed and died off. Ooh, let's just say a bullet was dodged. That escalated. Still confirmed. If it's still on the ground, it's going to be relatively weak. I would put it right here. Like, math is right. 2, 3, 4. So it might still be on the ground right in here. Or it's a new one. And there it is. I think that's a new one right there. That's a really weird spot, considering you can just see the outline of the supercell on radar. Oof, got lucky there. It would actually be over here. Thankfully. Is that in an area where... Yes, that is an area where you would see a CC drop. And I think that was the main one. That's here. Put it... Yeah. Thankfully... Oh, that's in a dry area, isn't it? No. I'm not entirely sure if that's real or not. It looks like it should be real. I think there might still be a tornado down north of town. I think sometimes develop up in there. Problem is the velocity isn't very great. It's right there as well. If it moves that direction, we can call it a tornado, but not a lot of indication it's still on the ground, so that's a good sign. There we go. I did that wrong. Still PDS warned, I think, with that last update. No, they dropped the PDS warning. Okay, good. So I can get rid of that. Has that escalated very quickly? I think we still have tornado warnings of both. Yes, we do. Alright. Oof, that escalated very, very quickly. That was definitely a workout. There is a new tornado warning near Ripley and Russellville, Illinois. Oh, so that one's probably on the ground. Probably a tornado near Russellville, Illinois. Looks like it might be trying to ramp up again. Guess there's more info on this. It didn't continue, so if it was brief. Brief little spin up on the northern end. Maybe like a vortex that just randomly popped a tornado. And okay, good news, that's probably no longer there. But I can see why they issued the tornado warning for that one. And you have two competing storms over here, so those probably won't produce one for a little while. And then you have this little bugger that tried to put one down earlier. For no apparent reason. Joking. It's been trying to produce tornadoes all day. Probably produced quite a few. The problem is most of them have been very short-lived. No, that one's an old wall cloud report. I guess as people are gonna go looking for that tornado there. Did he finally get into position, or is he still stuck by those trees? He left. VIL's coming down quite a bit. I think the tops are also down. Yeah, they're down quite a bit as well. Alright. Let's see, are you showing same signs? No. There was a brief attempt at it. I can actually get a better view from here. If there's a tornado, we're about to get a report of it near Rushville, Illinois. So we might have to update that to also Illinois. Good news is, well, that's looking like a giant mess. They did condense the warning a bit. The tornado was located near Nashville, east Nashville, 8 miles west. That'd be right there, basically right where I have that thing. Or is it on the highway? It's down here. That would be the next area. Looks like it might be trying to ramp up. You get these, oh, confirmed tornado near Englewood. That would be right in here, south of town, I guess. Tornado, support near. Down here, yes, we do have a confirmed tornado also in Illinois. We might also have another one pop up north as well. For this eastern storm, there's a confirmed tornado with it. So if we can't get a better view from this angle, that is worse. Let's see. It's with this area right in here, south of Englewood, near Mason. Let's see. It is still going, I think, on that one. This one's newly updated. Thankfully, it's over open fields again. That is not what I want. Yes, it's over open fields. I'm surprised this one hasn't been confirmed yet either. There is somebody on it, so we'll know right away if it's confirmed or not. They issued a new tornado warning for the storm to the east as well, near Bogota, south of Dietrich. Still have the one east of Bloomington, and it looks like it's ramping up again for another tornado. That one's just been a mess all day. And we have any updates? None. We have the one near Rushville. That should be getting updated soon. There is somebody on it. That is looking just like it did earlier. Right before it popped that tornado. They did issue a new tornado warning for Nashville, Indiana, Columbus, Taylorsville, Edinburgh, and Princess Lakes. It should remain on the southern side of that warning, though. They haven't updated this one yet. The radar. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely that southern end that's causing all the issues. There's a bunch of hail, 1.5. I think somebody's going out to look at it. Yes, they are. Oof. A new confirmed tornado. Can't tell if it's going to do anything. It does have 1-inch hail. This might be one of those instances where the eastern storm produces the larger of the two tornadoes. It just gets nudged ahead a little bit. That is in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. That's a good sign though. Looks like that area that was trying to surge to the east might not happen. There is some indications it still could, but hopefully it doesn't. Okay, the one near Horde looks like it might be becoming the dominant storm in that mess. Good news, I think this one is starting to lose some structure near Rushville. We have 2 confirmed so far. Okay, it's starting to take on the characteristics it's had earlier, where you see a massive inflow rush on the eastern side of the storm near Nashville. And that's what it did last time before it produced that big tornado near Bloomington. Surprised this one hasn't had a confirmed tornado yet. Good news is it's not being picked up from this radar. So that might be a little bit of a positive. It is being picked up from this radar though, just not as strong. Yeah, this little inflow area right in here. Check this DDR. There's a little bit of a arc there. Surprised this isn't updated yet. There are plenty of people out there, so... Oh, this is about to produce a tornado near Horde in Bogota. That's a very old one. Yeah, that one's about to produce. Does this have the CDR? That's a classic one. So that one's probably about to produce. There's that ZDR arc near. No, that's way out there. It'd be over here. Yeah, you've seen the inflow rapidly intensify. Might try to put down another big tornado. Oof. Oh boy. Let's see. They're probably gonna drop that warning there. I mean, if it didn't produce a tornado with somebody right there, it's probably not gonna produce. Does this go into there? Yes, it does. Do not see that area of inflow on that one though. Oh, all right. How has this one not produced a tornado yet? If it would be northeast of Horde. It might be confusing the report or something. Alright. There's a massive area of inflow going into that thing again. Just like earlier. Dang, I'm surprised this one hasn't produced yet. Come on, man. Alright. Nashville, you're under the gun right now. I think it's gonna miss. Should get a bunch of hail though. The next place under the gun would be Columbus and Clifford, with Hale in Taylorsville and Edinburgh, Princess Lake. How was this not produced? How was this not have a reported tornado with it? This was probably a brief tornado near Englewood until it cleared up. I don't see any new reports. This does have an area of info going into it again. Thankfully, it's weakened quite a bit. It's become muddy. You can see a new one coming in this east side. As well. Let's see. How is that not a confirmed tornado right now? I don't. The fact that it's not down is annoying. Okay, that inflow area did die off quite a bit. Nashville's not out of the woods just yet, but looking like next 10 to 15 it should be out of the woods. Nice. They did update the warning. This one. Near Browning. There is somebody on it, so if it does produce a tornado, we should know right away. How is this one not produced one yet? It looks like the inflow is ramping up once again. That's gonna be nasty if it erupts because it's heading towards Columbus. This one is probably no longer on the ground. Near Horde. To the west. There's one to the east as well. Thankfully in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Nashville should be good to go in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Problem is that's a lot of info being pulled in right now. Hopefully, if it does, hopefully it's brief like that last one. Like that last major one. Oof. That has a bunch of inflow. That's not new though. There are people right on top of this thing, so if it is, it's going to... These are moving a lot slower. 35. Don't know how that one doesn't produce. It might be a little... that's just a little too far ahead of the reflectivity. It looks like there might be a new one dropping here soon. Oof. That escalated quite quickly. As this one should as well, near Nashville. I'm going to go update that. And edit that. There we go. Flooding Really? Shouldn't have been that much rain. Yeah. Apparently a foot of standing water. Oh, that little rain. That's just bad drainage. Let's see. Did they just update that warning? I think they updated. Yeah, they did. They condensed it even more. This could get dangerous, though. The only good news is it's going through all the hail. I mean, if there's a tornado, it's down right there. Nothing good on the debris. Oof. Okay. There is a new super thunderstorm right there. Well, not as organized. Is this still down? This was 6:30, so oh, it's capable. It's no longer down. It's radar indicated. So that's a good sign. That's a lot of inflow again. Okay, it may have been cut off properly this time. Yeah, that one was cut off properly before I could do anything. That's still a lot of inflow on the southern end that needs to be wrapped up. Also looking at one near Spring Lake. I think that's north of the warm front though. Might be just north of it. That's also a dangerous looking one. Thankfully, that one died off really quickly. This one should have produced one by now, if it was going to produce. So that one's probably done for. That has a lot of inflow coming in, so we'll have to see it in a little while. Okay. There's still technically a confirmed tornado warning right now, even though it's radar indicated and has the potential for a tornado. Those are always fun. Can I get it from here? That's a good sign though. Yeah, from that range you could see the massive inflow spikes coming in. I think it's in range. It's still showing quite a strong storm. Any changes? No. Still, the main focus is this Nashville storm, which will be approaching Columbus here. Jeez. Okay. Let's check one more time. Okay, this one is definitely done for near Rushville. Looks like it got undercut pretty badly. Neither of these look like they're gonna do anything. Tree blown down on the highway. I think that was from RFD. Yes, that was an RFD surge. Yeah, that was the RFD blowing some trees down. Thankfully, it does not look as healthy as it did earlier. No, none of that looks as good. They did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for the one near Greenfield, Indiana. This is toward possible. It must be north of the boundary. That also looks really good. All right. A little bit of a cooling off session. There's still a confirmed tornado warning out near Ford, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. As the stronger of the two of those storms, it wasn't able to do anything in that environment either. Problem is you're looking through a bunch of hail right now. And the one from the south does not... I was about to say it doesn't have as strong as a tornado view as possible, but obviously, to eat my words. That is a lot of inflow. Problem is, it's scattered all over the place. Apparently, from that radar image, that looks outflow dominant. Be up in here. Oh, new tornado warning for the western storm. They dropped the confirmed tornado, and they dropped the tornado warning up in northern Illinois. So we can drop the confirmed tornado part. Yay. Although it still is tornado warning for Illinois and Indiana. You know, the entire time. That is ramping up there. Don't see anything from these angles. Maybe some random spin-ups, but nothing pronounced. That looks like an outflow dominant supercell. And this one's about to become an outflow dominant supercell. And this one is looking pretty good. Yep. Oof. Alright, so the new tornado warning includes Bogota and Wheeler, technically, but more for the eastern storm than this new one. I think it might be trying something on this eastern end. I think it may have actually been cut off. Might be trying to do what it did earlier with the inflow impulses. But when you're going through a bunch of hail, you have to see if that aligns with any of the reflectivity. Because I don't think that's anything decent. I think that's just some radar tomfoolery. As it becomes more outflow focused. They did something with the severe thunderstorm warning there. They condensed It's that one down. That's completely an elevated storm. So it looks like the tornado threat is winding down finally. The only real main areas of interest are near Columbus and storms out near Bogota, Illinois. Yeah, those are the only true areas of interest. And this one's starting to become heavily outflow. Just look at that obvious outflow. Those generally don't produce tornadoes when they look like that. Don't tell me you updated it to Tor possible. Good. There we go. Was that new? That is new. Possible funnel cloud on the one to the north. Should be with the one to the west. Should have been more. Should be able to see if that one's actually real or not. Might have some ramping inflow. Still not entirely outflow dominant like this one up here is. And that one's not even entirely outflow dominant. Let's see. Don't like the way that's surging. The only real way you can get storms like this to produce is to force them out of this outflow dominant state. And even then, it's really hard to do. That would be right there near Greenfield. And that would be one of the ways to do it. We'll have to watch that one. It did condense the warning down to 1 down here. Cover both of them. That's gonna do nothing. It's probably just gonna be a big old hailer going forward. This is gonna have a short window of opportunity for a tornado here. Just due to the way that's behaving. It's not going to be a very long time, but if it can get it, it can get it. But the time is running out. It would be right up in here. No, it's your only chance. Okay, this is starting to become more linear, which is good. And there's nothing out to the... That's not going to do anything. Maybe one near Buttersville. Problem is nobody's going to see that. Yeah, there might be a tornado possible near Buttersville, Indiana. Oh boy. That's probably not going to do anything. Probably going to issue a new tornado warning for this one. Buttersville to Millhouse. depending on its direction, it's more north, it's gonna be Millhouse. They're probably just watching it to make sure it doesn't do anything silly, like these two are doing out here. Good news. That's no longer fully supercellular. You can even see it in the upper levels. It's such a massive wind shift. That's probably not going to do anything until it hits this Buttersville area. If this storm can catch up to this area near Buttersville, you might see a chance of a tornado at some point, but that would be all the way up near like Badersville and New Point. I don't think it's gonna get there in time though, and that would be pretty late. Is this southern one trying to do something? No. Check tops should be decreasing. Yes, they are decreasing. Those still have an annoying top to them. Okay. They might issue a new tornado warning on this one here. Summon. I don't know how it's still doing that. I like how one of the better ones is that random one up in northern Illinois. Yeah, that's not gonna produce a tornado. It's almost cut off already. The timing on that didn't work out. Still have these two rotators. And then, for whatever reason, you have this one. Let's check upper levels. Upper levels, they continue. Might be issuing one there soon. A lot of lightning starting to come out of this one. Near Columbus. Tornado threat has greatly decreased. I think I have that one all set like that. As well. Yeah, that one ran out of time. Still can't believe these two are going at it. Especially this late. Still can't believe that exists. What? There's just some random lightning going on over there, apparently. Oh, there's just random storms up there. Any others? No, there's just a random storm up there. Oh. There we go. That one's not updated yet. Pretty sure that should be on sales 3. What? River Creek's overflowing. Okay, that's a good sign. And that's also a good sign for the one near Butterville. Those are also becoming a non-issue. Let's see. Oof. That actually looks more impressive there than it did earlier. Yeah. So she still might be trying. Really? There's none there? Yeah, that one's just gonna be a win mess. If it would be there. Problem is, that looks very outflowy. Newton should... Oh, that's the old one. Alright. Still showing some supercellular structure from that angle. Is that true? That might actually be true. That would be there. It's one of those two. Let's see. Well, that's fun. Columbus. There's a tornado potential right there. Problem is it going to be able to take advantage of it? Wait, what? Apparently somebody did a hail. That's... What? How do you do that? What? Somebody reported a 1-inch hail report, but it's not appearing on there. Probably for a good reason, because it's... Well, it didn't actually lose it there. Let's see. There is a lot of inflow, but that's from a very, very far distance. I think it had better stuff earlier. No. So it is ramping up near Columbus, Indiana. Now is it able to take advantage of the environment? Probably gonna have to extend it. Don't know why somebody reported a 1-inch hail report there. And there's obviously none. Boom. Let's see. Was there a new wealth load? No. The one near Columbus is starting to ramp up annoyingly. And these two are still going at it, trying to produce a tornado. They did issue a new tornado warning, including Clifford, Hartsville Hope, Flat Rock again, Bernie, Milford, and Adams, and St. Paul again. Where was that St. Paul's one? Down here. Near Mount Vernon, right? It was north, or was it? There were a couple of St. Paul's that were warned today. Yeah, right over the city. Again. Let's see. Up here. Now, is it going to be able to take advantage of it? Because it does look fairly fairly outflow heavy. But it's in a lot better position than the one to the north. So I think it's still riding the boundary. Does that say it's going northwest? That's gonna be an interesting mess once this catches up. I think it's still east at 45. 40. There is an area of interest right over Columbus. Okay, I was about to say, better not have issued a tornado warning on that. It's another. There's a storm to the southwest as well. So this one. We'll have to see if that one's able to get its act together. I hope not. Did they torpossible this one? No. Okay. A lot of inflow going into that one now. Annoyingly. We'll have to see if it tries it. That is a gradient and a half. Yeah, nothing to read. They did drop that prior warning, but that's because they issued a new one. Probably gonna have to issue it all the way through these storms coming up from the south. Second any of those have any sort of vorticity in them, they're gonna cause issues with this new one. Put this up, old one. Just an absolute mess. Alright. Thankfully, it's over mostly rural areas once it gets past Columbus. Problem is, it's right on top of the town right now. The good news is, tornado does not seem that imminent. And that's a good sign as well. How bad is it going on up here? Just a giant, an elevated supercell up here. It's causing issues. This one's borderline elevated. Oh, don't tell me you're... Okay, good. Nothing new down there. Yeah, that's too far away to be of any use. Problem is, it's showing the same thing. One that doesn't go through the hail. Oh my gosh, the hail is gone. This used to have 3.5-inch hail at one point, and it no longer has any. Jeez, maybe up near Taylorsville, but it's non-existent basically. Lightning's still going strong in the meso. And that's the main concern right now, is all this lightning is happening right around the mesocyclone, not in the forward. I needed a couple more updates. It's borderline undercut right now. And if it problem is, it's running into a bunch of vorticity from these storms to the east. all this vorticity all up in here. Which could cause some issues. Somebody likes to do 1-inch hail reports, apparently. Bang quarter. I don't know how you're getting quarters out of that. Especially in that area. And that is part of the RFD, so maybe. They extended that warning. That's St. Marie and Willow Hill. Added to the tornado warning out there. Kicks down. Is this? No. A little better organized. But it has that really fat RFD that, you know, see with elevated supercells. Wait. Okay, I thought I saw one in there. Yeah, that one in West Virginia. Anything out here? No. Don't need that one. Those are probably on their way out. That looks interesting, as it has more supercellular structure. Problem is you're going straight through the hail. But it's starting to look like it's becoming elevated. Cut off. The one on the south almost looks better. Southwest. Looks like there may have been some damage up in here. Yeah. Okay, it went like this. Yep, that was probably a tornado up there. That looks interesting. Problem is I want to see it a little bit stronger than that. Spectrum. Oh, there's the alpha boundary. And the alpha boundary goes up like this through Clifford. Let's see how well that would be right at the tip of it. There's a lot of boundaries that are interacting there. Yeah, right at that position, there's a lot of boundary interactions. You have this one out east. I think there's also from the south. I don't have enough imagery from that. But any chance of a tornado would be near Hartsville. Let's see. That's probably not going to do anything up there. I think it's way too far north. Oh, and you're starting to look really good. To the south, near Nashville. Actually, probably get a good view from this angle. There's a little bit of a bump in the inflow. That looks so flowy. That's what they usually look like. There is a little point where you could have a tornado, but the structure needs to change there. It's all an elevated mess. They did just update the tornado warning, I think. No. We'll have to see if it can overcome the obstacles that are in its way right now. Otherwise, that southern one looks better long term. There's less out in front of the hook. There's still a possibility of one near Hartsville, though. I'll have to watch that one closely. I forgot to put that back. That's that. Let's get that one. Let's see. Okay. That would be where you'd see a tornado if there was one. Problem is, it looks heavily outflowy. That's that hail all the way back there. Did drop one of the warnings, but they still have both of those too. I'm probably gonna have them warn till the end. Just like this one. Depending on its interactions with this convection out in front. All this convection out here. That looks so outflowy. And that one's starting to look bad as well. Dang. Alright. That. It's starting to develop more of a hail core again. The problem is that's not nowhere near where the VIL is. Pretty sure the tops have fallen off the face of the earth. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gone. Alright. Depending on these tops. Those still have a decent top. And VIL. Ooh, is that new one? That's that older one. We'll watch this one. These be the actual good ones. Where is this way? Yeah, that's apparently one of the better storms right now. Somehow. I know, at least it has a severe hail indicator. It may have survived that. This one might have also survived it, but not looking good. Sir, you're driving through the nothingness. All the lightning from the missiles gone. It's been shifted to the forward flank again. This one's background's also kind of losing its edge. It is nighttime, so it makes sense. Down to the south looks terrible. Yeah, it's just utter nonsense. What are you doing? Oh, new Supercell developed near Shelbyville. Let's see. Did they update it? Is this like a destructive or a PDS? There's no new updates. Okay, so why did you reissue it? This covers most of the previous warning. Let's see. Alright, that's starting to wane quite a bit. It has that classic, I'm losing my edge look to it. This is easily the best looking on radar. Never mind, I forgot. This is the best looking on radar. I can't believe that. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to check to see. That should be way north of the boundary. Boundary should be in a different zip code. Still near Hartsville. I mean, you can see just how undercut this thing is. It doesn't have a top to it. New severe thunderstorm warning. And that's for wind and hail. Yes. That's starting to wane quite a bit. Oh, they just condensed those two warnings. Yeah, they just did it at the same time. Ooh. You're looking interesting. Probably a big old hailer on the south side of the risk area. I mean, you have to continue the warning with a signature like that. It's near Lawrence, but that doesn't look good from that angle, but that's because it's so far away. Alright. Lawrence. It is south of the mountain. bit south of the front. So I'll have to watch that one. I don't like when they look like that. They generally just don't produce. It looks like they're gonna try it, but then they just give up. They just... Okay, there's a storm near Manila. It's looking interesting. This could try to produce something at some point. Did condense the warning down even more. Doesn't have the same VIL. New severe thunderstorm warning. Did they torpedo to it? Nope. Good. Sure that's well north of the boundary. That doesn't have any tornado potential. Nope. And that little bugger out there is causing issues. Just a little bit of an issue. You never know when stuff like that's gonna drop a random tornado on your head. Looks like a Haley mess. Still can't believe it. It hasn't done anything. It's lost most of its lightning. That would be up in here. I'm pretty sure this is hail related. I'll have to check this from the south. It might be hail related. That just so happens to be right at the edge of the hail. Problem is, it's also where you'd expect the tornado to be. Problem is, it's not strong enough for that to be a possibility. Still can't believe these two tornado warnings. But this one makes sense since it has a history of doing not so nice things. Let's see. That's fairly outflowy. I'm more worried about this one down here. As that's well south of the boundary. Oof. They did downgrade it to a severe thunderstorm warning. Not even thought possible. Yeah, it's been downgraded to a windy mess. Now, one near Manila's dropped off. So they're probably going to drop those tornado warnings there, and they're probably going to drop these soon as well. Change them to severe thunderstorm warnings. Nothing over there. That's short range radar. They did drop the tornado warning finally. I'll have to go back in and change that. Alright. Guess we get rid of the Indiana one. Apparently we still have an Illinois tornado warning. Alright. I'll keep an eye on it, but this area is more interesting right now. So you have 2 areas of interest. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. They probably could continue it, but I'm okay with them dropping it. Something seems very wrong in that environment up there. Airdrop, they're probably going to drop these as well. Let's see. It's still in the right spot. Let's see. Problem is it's nighttime, so you're not going to see a lot of these tornadoes. Alright, there we go. Finally starting to calm down a little bit. Still have... Okay, why did you do that? Oh. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Still a nasty little storm up here. They're probably gonna have to reissue those severe thunderstorm warnings. Mild. I think they're about to drop these tornado warnings off. Alright. Gonna have to stay on here just due to this thing right here. Pretty sure it's just a hail artifact. Because it's not being picked up from the... It is partially being picked up from the ones to the south. I think. Oh, it's actually stronger from the south. So that might actually be something that's actually there. Oof. Nope, new tornado warning. I believe they reissued this one. Extend like that. No, that one's an artifact. No, they did not. That's an artifact. For some reason. Let's Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can update these. Better pick out these tornadoes. Nothing there, and that could be something. Let's see. That might be enough for a tornado warning. Is that hail? There's a little bit of a brief spike, but that's about where you'd expect the tornado to be. It's such a weird looking storm. Okay, this isn't gonna survive much longer. There's a new wall cloud report. Yeah, just like 3 minutes ago to the west for this thing right here. It's not producing enough lightning. Really shorten them up. Oh, they both died off. Cool. I think they just dropped the tornado warning. Yes, they did. Alright, we can drop it down to severe weather coverage. Right. That fell off right away. That should be close where they should be able to see the wall cloud on the radar. They are pretty low topped. Oh, that one's pretty nicely topped actually. Apparently, this is the storm in the century up there. Well, that's just picking up all the cirrus and stuff. They're very low topped. Still needs to be watched. It's being picked up from the south as well. Alright. And they updated that warning. Think Tor Possible was added? No. Kind of a useless warning update then. There's none of Is it in range of this? Almost in range. That is very heavily outflowy though. Yeah. Let's see. Northeast. That would be with this thing right here. It's a windy mess. Alright. Might wind this down with some severe weather. Some weather forecasting. Nothing too interesting. Quick look. Yeah, there's nothing interesting. Except for that snowstorm as well. Although there is a major variance in where that snow falls. I'm getting a feeling something's gonna go wrong with that variance. Jeez. That's probably gonna stay severe warned. I don't see any tornado threat with that. See any threat with that either. Alright.